Okay, so here we have Arduino Project number 12, KnockLock. And so what this does is, well, unfortunately, my piezo does not work. Um, so kind of the whole purpose of this project is kind of defeated. So you have to rely on this switch state, or the switch here, to lock and unlock the servo motor. Um, and so I just kept the piezo in my whole setup as a reference to what it should actually look like. Um, and so yeah, so what's going on is that this is unlocked right now, which is the green LED indicates that it's unlocked the system, and I can lock it by holding down the red LED, and then yeah, yeah, there you go. There's a delay right there. And there's the now it's back to unlocked. Um, and so to look at the code, first off we set some we access the servo library, and then we create an instance right here, um, so that whenever we declare this in the code, all the resources of the servo library can be uh, accessed. And so then we create constants to use for our inputs and outputs later. So we have switch pin 2. So here's the switch pin, and here it's connected to the second pin on the Arduino. And for the yellow is connected to 3, the green's connected to 4, the red is connected to 5 through red, these wires right here, all that. And this big thing is the servo motor, which I just taped to here because I actually, since the servo motor comes with female connectors, I just stripped that all off, which is kind of dumb, and put them in instead of connecting them to male headers. But you know, live and learn. Yeah. So back to the code. We need to create some variables for the piezo value. So this is kind of pointless because my piezo is not working. And here is creating constants for how hard you knock. So originally this whole project would work by you tap on the piezo, and then how hard you tap depends on if it's a good or bad knock, and 3 knocks unlocks it. Um, so yeah, and here we have the servo is attached to pin 9. Here's the servo, pin 9, right here. And here are outputs, which are the LEDs. So, and an input is the switch pin, which is what we press. And the yellow LED is to declare that a knock was the corresponding yellow LED shows that a yellow knock was read by the serial input, and that shows it's working. And so this code's pretty long. So when you first open the code on the serial monitor, it's going to say the box is unlocked. You can see here, the box is unlocked. Then when I press the switch, it's going to say locked for a second. And then it says it's a bad knock value. And now I have 3 more knocks to go. 2 more knocks to go. 1 more knock to go. And 0 knocks to go. The box is unlocked. So yeah, it'd be a lot more interesting if my piezo was actually working. So here is the loop. So the box first starts off unlocked, and it reads the value of the switch pin with digital read, sends that value to the Arduino, and then If it is locked, then that means that you turn the red LED on and the green LED off. So you're changing the status of the LEDs, and then you print that status, send it to the serial serial monitor. The box is locked, and then there's a delay. 1000 milliseconds, and then here you check the value of the piezo, and if it were working, if it was locked true, then it reads the value of the piezo, and then depending on that, it would unlock. It would say if it's a good knock or a bad knock, and it figures out how many number of knocks you have to go, and it prints that out in the serial monitor as I showed you earlier. And then if the number of knocks is greater than 3 or equal, it unlocks the box. With this if statement, we use an if-else statement. Loop. And so the servo, right, if it's 0, it's the unlocked position. Right now it's 0. As you can see, this pin is plugged into the A0 on the Arduino. So yeah, that's the initial position, value of the piezo and the switch. And then the box is unlocked, and then it turns the green LED on and the red off. And then this checks if the knock is in the right range. So if the knock is too low or high, the Arduino will react differently. So the yellow LED determines if the knock is in range or not. So my knock's always going to be in range, and this is a switch. But let's say if I knocked here, it would not be in range. So that's what this code does. And so it doesn't turn on, it turns the yellow LED off if it's not in range. And then, yeah, if the knock is not within range, then it also prints to the serial monitor bad knock value. So yeah, there you have it. That is the KnockLock.